Maw-shawl chapter 2. That ye hear, that thy ear may hearken to wisdom, incline thy heart to know prudence. For if thou shalt call for wisdom, and incline thy heart to prudence, if thou shalt seek her as money, you hear those rappers, get the money, get the bag. No. Get wisdom, right? And shall dig for her as for treasure. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the issue. Remember chapter 1? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So to understand the fear of the Lord, it's saying here, you have to go searching for wisdom first. So like in Islam, Muhammad set out to go find the God of Abraham. Seems like what he should have set out for is to find wisdom first. Then he would have found the God of Abraham. But I digress. Under, let's see, the fear of the Ishi, and shall find the knowledge of Eloha, because the Ishi giveth wisdom, and out of his mouth cometh prudence and knowledge. He wilt keep the salvation of the righteous, and protect them that walk in simplicity, keeping the path of the just of justice, and guarding the way of the saints. Well, the world where we're living in right now, listen up. This is the best advice you're probably gonna ever hear, because it's getting bad. And there's no way to survive it on your own. Thinking on your, there's no way. You gotta trust the Most High. You gotta seek the Most High. You gotta do what he said to do in Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Numbers. You know what I'm saying? Exodus. That's the only way to be able to even stay on the right path, to qualify. Come on. This is like you see the world. All of a sudden, everyone's social security numbers are all hacked, but we're still pushing the digital age. Everything digital. No one writes in cursive anymore. Why? This cursive has gone the way of Phoenician. You know, right? Then shalt thou understand justice and judgment and equality and even good and every good path. If knowledge shall enter into thy heart, I flipped the words there. If wisdom shall enter into thy heart, and knowledge please thy soul, counsel shall keep thee, and prudence shall preserve thee, that thou mayst be delivered from the evil way, and from men that speaketh perverse things, who leaves the right way, and walks by dark ways. The what's it called there? The prodigal son. That's what this is. And then the whole thing that they tell you, and then just wide is the way that leads to hell, narrow is the path that leads to God. Who are glad when they have done evil. So you hear these people talk about their abortions? Do you hear them talk about them taking a life? Yeah, those are who are glad, and rejoice in the midst, and the most wicked things. Dude over here banged his girlfriend, is banging his cousin now, the girlfriend's cousin, banged her sister, and then ended up banging the mom. And he's being told Hey, you're doing the holy grail of men's dreams. No, I've read the book of Leviticus. You don't go anywhere near that stuff. And you probably need to have some type of, over you, because you're ruining everybody's lives here. You know? But they're bragging about it. He's getting high fives like, hey, you did something great. No, that's disgusting. Let's see here. Whose ways are perverse, and their steps infamous, that thou must be delivered from the strange, there it is, strange woman, and from the stranger who softeneth their words, and forsake the guide of their youth. Well, that's another problem, right? Because that wasn't the case for me, but I'm saying at least see a lot of cases where the youth are not being raised right, period. And that's no excuse, because you still have something in you that knows right from wrong. You still have peers and friends that will tell you right from wrong. You still have something that's, there's an inkling that knows right from wrong, and it's ignored because wrong feels good, right? Wrong is easy, right? Eating junk food, processed meats, right? Drinking Sunny D liquor, these things, it's easy to do. Eating a clean diet, whoa. Oh no. Not only do they make it expensive if you're relying on them, right? But it also takes work if you're doing it yourself. It takes time and learning from mistakes. Because you know what? If you weren't taught the skill to grow, just trying to grow your own stuff on your own without doing any research, right? Just, here, let's take this and plant this on the ground. It's hard, right? And a lot of time it won't yield something back. So you have to be dedicated. You have to have a discipline. And that's why I said one back a long time ago when I was asked, hey, why do you read these books on Buddhism? And I'm like, it's not because I want to convert to Buddhism. It's because I look around in myself and I look around in others, and I realize my people are lacking a discipline about them. A discipline emotionally, and a discipline of willpower. So that's why I like the dharmas, because they teach what they call the dual verses. They tell you this is the bad side, this is the positive side. I like the wisdom of Solomon. I like the Psalms and the Proverbs more than all the other scriptures, because it's dealing with my mind and what I think about. And I feel like I don't like to use the word feel. I understand in my mind, right there is where the problems lie. It's my lack of discipline, and it's our lack of discipline. So, and as a father, one of the best things I can do for my sons is raise them with discipline, with order. No sloppy rooms, shoes lined up underneath the bed, beds made every day, no eating in your rooms. You know what I'm saying? These are the things I'm instilling in them because they need order. Or if not, they're lazy, and they're just lazy and terrible. You're going to use manners. You're going to use yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. You're not going to address someone that's your elder by their first name. And that's not respect. You're not their friend. You're learning from them. Even if you don't think you're learning from them, you're still learning from them. You're the understudy. Okay? So, and was it 17:18? And hath forgotten the covenant of her Elohim, and her house inclineth unto death, and her paths to hell. or Sheol, right? None that goeth in unto her shall return again, neither shall they take hold of her, of the paths of life, that thou mayest walk in a good way, and mayest keep the path of the just. For they that are upright shall dwell in the earth, not on the earth, in the earth. And the simple shall continue in it. But the wicked shall be destroyed from the earth, and they shall do, and they that do unjustly shall be taken away from it. My son, forget not my law, and let thy heart keep my commandments.